everyone, welcome back. It's time for another anime review. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. It's gonna be even more embarrassing than doing Sakura Trick. I can't believe I actually finished this series. Then again, I do have that rule, of course, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, where I never drop a series, because I'm quite the masochist with things that I watch, you see. This is shortened by Imocho, but it's really called Recently My Sister is Unusual, or Saiken Imoto no Yosuga Choto Okashinga Daga, which literally means, lately my sister's been acting a bit strange, but I'm just going to call it Recently My Sister is Unusual. Okay. So, Recently My Sister is Unusual, apparently there was a manga. Is it still ongoing, and a light novel that's still ongoing. And an OVA that's scheduled for April 13th. Wait, so it already came out. I haven't watched it yet, I don't think. I'm gonna have to go look it up. And a live-action movie that's scheduled. Come the fuck on! Why would they make a live-action movie out of this? Okay. It was directed by Hiroyuki Hata and written by Hideyuki Kurata, and the music's by Ryusuke Nakanishi, and it's by Studio Project Number 9. And it originally ran from January 4th, 2014 to March 22nd, 2014, with a total of 12 episodes in the end, and I guess one OVA. Okay, let's break this series down. Recently, My Sister is Unusual revolves around a brother and a sister. Well, actually, they're only step-brother and sister, because the sister came into the family recently because her mother married the guy's father, or maybe that was the other way around. I don't know, and I really don't fucking care. Alright. And she's being unusual. It's kind of hard to explain, but she's like, at first it seems like she hates her brother, but we learn later on she just acts like that because she's uncomfortable being in a new setting, surrounded by, basically having a new brother. Right off the bat. Her name is Mitsuki Kanzaki, by the way. And she does weird things like, there's this, well, the main plot is that there's this fairy named Hiyori Kotobuki, this fairy girl who basically puts a chastity belt on Mitsuki. Okay. Already that sounds weird and fucked up, but it gets worse. Basically, apparently, Hiyori is died and is not allowed to go to heaven until she fucks Yuya, who is Mitsuki's brother, or stepbrother, basically. No, I'm not kidding. Obviously, they don't say it that way, but that's what it is. Don't come to me with any fucking bullshit in the comments. That's what it is, alright? Period. She can't go to heaven until she fucks Yuya. Period. Alright, that is the plot. And or she can get Mitsuki to fuck Yuya. And there's this, gauge on the chastity belt, so if she, for all the time that Mitsuki is pleasured, it will fill up with this, pink liquid. And the chastity belt will only come off for, 3 minutes, I think it is, at a time. Then it'll automatically appear back on her again. And she won't be able to get it off permanently until she fills up the gauge. However, if the gauge runs out, both of them will die and go to hell. And that's the plot of this anime. how do they come up with this shit? Honestly, I couldn't come up with this shit on my drunkest day, alright? And I came up with some weird shit while fucking hammered. But this is just... And I'm not going to say it's anime anymore because... I mean, well, it is, obviously. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse here. Because it's like... This is the weirdest anime I've ever fucking seen. And I've seen hundreds of fucking anime. This is by far the weirdest one. The most fucked up one. And curse my fucking pseudomasochism for which caused me to watch this all the way fucking through. What the fuck is wrong with me? So, I'm gonna keep this review, make this yet another short review because there's not a whole lot to say here. The plot is weird and just wrong. And the characters are all bland and lifeless, except for Hiyori, who is pretty funny, I have to admit that. Hiyori's a pretty funny character. And in case you're wondering, no, this doesn't turn into a hentai in the end, thankfully, because Mitsuki and Yuya, or Hiyori and Yuya, don't end up actually having sex. Alright. Just in case you were wondering that. But all the characters except for Hiyori are bland and lifeless and Mitsuki herself is just plain fucking creepy. The music is bland and forgettable. It's just generic romantic comedy shit. Even the opening and ending are pretty forgettable in my opinion. Right, the animation is pretty shit for the most part. There are a few scenes that it does raise it a little bit, but it's never high quality animation, unfortunately. But then again, that's something that you would expect from most romantic comedies. Not all. Excuse me. Not all romantic comedies, but the vast majority of them, though. Alright. And the art is pretty generic for romantic comedy standards as well. So, really, when it comes down to it, can I recommend Recently My Sister is Unusual? If you actually had to ask that question, then fuck you, alright? If you had to actually ask that question, then stop watching my fucking videos. Because you obviously don't get obvious signs. Fuck no. Like, this is not something I can recommend unless you're a pseudo-masochist like me. If you are, then go for it. This will be your wet dream, no pun intended. But if you're not, if you actually have take pride in your viewing history, then avoid this thing like the fucking plague, because it's only going to make you cry. Okay? It's going to make you cry badly. I can't stress that enough. So yeah, only watch if you're pseudo-masochist like myself. Anyways, I'm going to end this review now. I really don't want to talk about this fucking series any further. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this review guys. Exactly guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.